just by your presence. Let the gratefulness overflow into blessing all around you. And then it will really be a good day.
Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Oh. Ooh. The good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. People done gone crazy. People done gone mad. People done forgot the superpowers we all have. We were born to love and not hate. We can decide our fate and look for the good in everything and celebrate our mistakes. If there's a silver lining, you still have to find it, find it, find it. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Everyone needs sunshine. Everyone needs rain. Everyone is so good looking, all that kind of pain. you're just like me. I see you're searching for a purpose, guided by a dream. I see who you are, I'm just like you. I get lost sometimes and I forget what I came here to do. Look for, keep on trying when it gets frightening, frightening, frightening. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone. Yeah, alright. Everyone is nature, everyone is sky, everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good, look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes and maybe they should. Look for the good, ooh, look for the good. Yeah, look out for all the heroes in your neighborhood. Look for the good, ooh, look for the good. Life sure would be sweeter if everybody would, yeah. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone. Yeah. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you all, your beautiful faces. You made it despite the rain. That says a lot. Good to see you all. Shall we? Standing outside the door of love and mercy, you wonder if there's a place there for you. You know there's peace inside, but still you're searching for someone who understands the pain you've been through. Well, the door's unlocked, the lights are on. What are you waiting for? Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. You'll find the place of rest in the arms of spirit. God's waited so long for your homecoming day. God knows the peace you seek and the hurt you're feeling. Spirit wants to hold you and to wipe the tears away. Well, the Father waits with open arms, and God is calling out your name. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Well, there's room enough in the house of love for someone just like you. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now.
Good morning, Unity. Oh, I can hear me, so I guess you can too. All right. So welcome here this morning. It's good to see so many people have shown up. In fact, as Sam said, with this rain, we really wondered. But then I remembered Unity people love to eat. It's just a fact, right? We like to break bread together, and today we're going to do that. So welcome. We're happy to have you all here. And I want to just welcome our online people. The camera's back there, if you can kind of give them a wave. We still would like to see you here, but until that happens, we just want to say welcome. There are lots of ways and places you can reach us online. For example, there's unitypompanobeach.org, right? That's our website. And then there's Facebook. You can watch us on Unity of Pompano Spiritual Center. We're there too. And we now have a YouTube channel, right? So you can go to youtube.com and do a search for Pompano Unity, and you'll find us there.
It's Unity of Pompano Beach Spiritual Center on YouTube. So.
Thank you. Good. And so what that's really all amounts to is you can get to see some of our Sunday morning services. We keep them stored in several of those places. There are also buttons that you can push if you'd like to donate to us. And there are also places for you to make a prayer request. Yes?
So everyone subscribe to our YouTube channel.
There you go. There you go.
Push the like button and the subscribe button. There you go. Thank you for being so socially media conscious.
Yeah, thank you. So let me introduce myself. I didn't do that. I'm Bob Wilson. I think I know a lot of folks in here, but not everybody. I think we have some new people. I'm a member of the board, and I'm one of the chaplains. And we also have, of course, our music director, James McCoy. Who do we have with us today?
Good morning. Would you please welcome with us once again Mr. Jon Rose at the piano and the keyboard. John is also singing today, so stay tuned for that. We have Mr. Shay Eischen at the drum set this morning. Our featured soloist is, of course, Samantha Natalie Wallace. And Reverend Darby chose a couple of really good selections today. One from Rickie Byers Beckwith. We always like her music. We've always done her music over the years, but we've never done this particular song here. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that song that I like to sing from Peter Myers. So there you go.
That's great. And again, another reminder for those of you online, the music in this room sounds even better. So I'd welcome you to come back to see us. So Darby Line is going to be our guest speaker today. Those of you who must know her, she's running around here every week doing all kinds of things from videography to you name it. And she also holds the office together. So let me just tell you a little bit about her. Yeah. So Darby joined the staff of Unity of Pompano Beach last February, and she's now our assistant minister and director of operations. She's an ordained interfaith, interspiritual minister, and her life journey includes a degree in music, Russian, and journalism. She also has experience in nonprofit programming, broadcast journalism, international cultural exchange, and 28 years in the massage therapy and clinical aromatherapy world. So that's quite a varied and interesting background. Darby was ordained by One Spirit Interfaith Seminary in New York, and she's an active local interfaith organization person, including her role as vice president of JAM and All. So that's an interfaith group that's here locally. She's the proud mother of a wonderful son, a daughter-in-law, and 2 Shih Tzus. What more can you say? Okay, so today's a very special day for us, right? We have our bountiful banquet. It's so good to be getting back to like having meals together. So not just desserts, but a real meal today. And I know a lot of people have put a lot of effort into making this happen. Please come and join us after the service. And you just go through either those doors right there or the other ones at that far end and over to Fellowship Hall. Just walk into Fellowship Hall. Somebody will be happy to greet you there and lead you to where you need to get the food. All right? The bookstore is also going to be open, and that's also in Fellowship Hall. And they have right now some of the Advent booklets that are available. I know some people love to get their Advent booklet every year, and I think they're on sale for $5. Okay? So our theme for this year, as you know by now, is A New View in 22. And the theme for the month, of course, in keeping with Thanksgiving, is gratitude. So let's read the daily word. Grace blesses my life in every way. If I'm feeling overwhelmed or find myself in the midst of conflict, I don't need to struggle. Grace, the ceaseless activity of divine love, is mine to claim. This infinite resource of spirit carries me through even the most challenging circumstances. It is expressing in my life right now. I need not earn grace. It's never withheld. Just as water flows when I turn the tap, saying yes to grace is all I have to do for divine life, love, wisdom, and strength to flow freely to every part of my life. Centered in grace, I am at peace. My thinking is clear, and I possess ample understanding, compassion, and insight. Drawing from this divine gift, I give harmony and joy to my relationships. I move forward with renewed confidence, energy, and efficiency. It comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. My grace is sufficient for you, for power is made perfect in weakness. And hold. Thank you. I just realized I didn't cue you on this. I do want to talk, before we go into meditation, I wanted to talk with you about and share some news about Reverend Lawrence. So I'm sure some of you have seen, I think we sent out in our happening on Thursday, an announcement. But as you know, Bev announced last week that he was undergoing back surgery this past Monday. The surgery went very well, but on Tuesday, there were post-surgery complications. So since Tuesday, the medical team's been working to stabilize his condition. So he remains in the intensive care unit, and Bev feels very good about the care he's getting. We've been in touch with her every day. And that's about all we know for now. This is a watch and wait time and a perfect opportunity for us to use affirmative prayer. So with that in mind, I'm going to go into our meditation this morning. But I would like to say that Bev is so appreciative of all of the emails and all of the texts and messages that she's gotten expressing love and prayers, etc. It is a little overwhelming, however, because of the response from people. And what we would ask is if you not text her. Her phone is kind of like going live all the time because of all the texts she's been getting. And if you'd like, you could, if you want to send some thoughts, some prayers, you could also send them to our email address here in the church office. And Darby would be happy to collect those and make sure she gets them, and Lawrence. All right? So I think that's it for right now. She does ask that we stay true to our unity faith and belief in the power of affirmative prayer through the coming days and weeks. They're much needed. And I will include Lawrence in my meditation with you now.
Right now, we'd like to begin a time of prayer and meditation by singing, I Am So Blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I'm so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So as we begin our meditation together, I'd like to ask you to either close your eyes or, if you prefer, to focus on something, perhaps the stained glass window behind me. And now I'd like to ask you to take a deep breath with me, holding it at the top. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. Hold it in. Be aware of what it feels like, and now let it out. Just feel that fullness and the presence of that life. Remember that it only takes just a few deep breaths to connect with the divine. It's in just like the air was. It's around us. It's just like the air in us and around us. Let's take one more deep breath together. As we go in, hold it at the top and feel that fullness and presence of that life-giving air. All right, let go. So as you exhale and you resume normal breathing, we need to be remembered that exhaling is really an expression of spirit in this world. So the breathing in of spirit and the breathing out as an expression of spirit are necessarily linked to each other. What we take in, we must give out. Now take a note of your body. Feel the calm that comes over us through those deep breaths. Relax into the stillness of the room and the oneness and connection that we feel with each other in this experience. Feel the connectedness with loved ones who may not even be in this room, both past and present in our oneness. They can meet us here. For in this space, all things are possible. Take a moment in your mind's eye to look around at who comes to you. We see Bevan Lawrence joining us in this place of rest. From this centered place, we hold Reverend Lawrence in the truth that he is whole and healthy. The healing life of God within Lawrence flows through every tissue, cell, and organ in his being. We see Lawrence resting in the arms of Spirit, allowing his body to surrender to healing and feeling the love of this fellowship that lifts him up. His doctors and medical staff know exactly how to support him at this time. And we surround Bev and his loved ones in loving support. In this space, we release any feelings of lack or worry, as we know that all is unfolding in divine order. And now I'm going to leave you alone in the silence for a few moments to speak what is on your mind and heart to whomever and whatever needs healing, and that for which you are grateful. And now, it's time to come back to this room. Take a few deep breaths and carry this quiet serenity with you. as Reverend Lawrence would remind us that at any time this week you can return to this place with a few deep breaths and focusing your intention on communicating the Spirit.
When I was a boy each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad, miracles don't happen still. But now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare and best, it barely wet my fingertips. But now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second rain hand-me-downs. Now I'm walking with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Questioning child's face, say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come, say it's not a sacrament. I'll tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. Made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second rain hand-me-downs, walking with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. 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 Everything is holy now.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that song, and I love the way James sings it, and to have Jon singing too, and Samantha, Natalie, and to have, you guys are just the best. Thank you so much. One of the reasons I love that song, actually the main reason I love that song, is because it's a song about gratitude. It's a song that expresses how we feel when we're grateful. Everything becomes holy. We've been talking about gratitude this month. In fact, last month, Reverend Lawrence set up a 3-part series on gratitude. And the first Sunday of this month, he talked about gratitude as thought. The second week, it was gratitude as feeling. And today is the day we talk about gratitude as action. And when he set that up, he was intending to be here. He hadn't had his surgery date scheduled yet. But then when the date was scheduled, I said, I'll do it. I'll step right in, because I love talking about gratitude, and I love being here with all of you. So I got my notes together. I got all sorts of good note cards and notebooks and really got my thoughts together. And a week ago, last Saturday, I thought I had absolutely in mind what I was going to say, what I wanted to share with you. And then, as they say, life happened. Some of you know that on Monday, I flew up to North Carolina to preside at the memorial and burial of my sister's 15-year-old grandson who had taken his life. And when they called me and asked me to go, 90% of me said, no way, I cannot do that. I just can't do it. The other 10% of me, which was still listening to Spirit, said, girl, sit down, pack your bags, you're going. So, of course, I went. And it was hard. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. But it was also one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had. And I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. But I came back on Wednesday, only to find out that Reverend Lawrence had had some complications, and the week has progressed, and the news from the hospital has not gotten measurably better at all. And here we are. So I've had some conversations with Spirit in the last couple of days, and they go something like this. Seriously? You want me to talk about gratitude now? And if Spirit had a physical form, she would be, So here we are. We're talking about gratitude. And somewhere, I don't know, there was yesterday or the day before, I got this very calm, settled awareness and understanding that gratitude is exactly where we need to be right now. And the reason I know that is because gratitude is what reminds us of our connection with Spirit. And we need that. It's what reminds us that we are alive even in the most difficult times. It reminds us that our heart is still beating. It reminds us that everything is holy and that there are miracles everywhere. And because it does those things, it lifts us. It puts light in the dark places. And right now, we need those things too. So how do we access gratitude? Well, when things are going well, it's easy. When we're looking at a beautiful sunset or a beautiful painting, listening to glorious music, having dinner with friends and having a great time, it's so easy, the gratitude just bubbles up. And we say, thank you, God, we're filled with gratitude. It's those times when things are a little more challenging that we really have to dig deep. Because those are the times when we think we know best. We know what ought to be happening, what ought not to be happening, what's right, what's wrong, what's up, what's down. We know what needs to happen. And we forget that no matter what is happening, Spirit is in the middle of it. And we forget that even when all sorts of things are going on that we don't like and we think are wrong, there are blessings on their way, blessings we can't even imagine that are on their way to us. It reminds me of when you get on an airplane and they give you that safety lecture and they show you how the oxygen mask drops down. They remind you that oxygen is flowing even though the bag doesn't inflate. We have to remember that blessings are constantly flowing. Even though we can't see them, we can't imagine them, we don't understand how they could be coming to us. We forget that we are connected to an infinite source of spirit and grace. But it's when we're able to remember that we can unclench our fists, we can lean back, we can breathe, and we can know that God is present in whatever is unfolding, even though it might seem like the worst thing that ever happened to us. And it's there, at that moment of faith and trust, that's where we find gratitude and we remember our connection to Spirit. I had this happen to me on Monday as I stood in this beautiful clearing in the woods behind my nephew's home where the grave for his son had been dug. It was cold, it was late afternoon, the light was fading, but this clearing was lined with people from their loving community, people of all ages, women with babies in their arms, young children, teens, elders. Hundreds of them had come to support this family, and they stood and they held space. They held the grief of this family, and they sent so much love that it literally, I could feel it in my bones. It was like a warm blanket covering this beautiful family in their grief. And as I felt that, I felt so much gratitude that this can happen in the worst moment of a family's life. And for the first time that day, I had tears. They were tears of gratitude. Because you see, like God, gratitude is everywhere, even in those places. It's in us. It's part of our spiritual DNA. It's our normal human automatic response when we connect with Spirit. And sometimes all we have to do is slow down and breathe and focus our awareness on what is right in front of us. My favorite poet, Mary Oliver, puts it this way. She gave her what she called instructions for living a life. Are you ready for this? Here's what she said. Pay attention, be astonished, tell about it. That's it. Simple, wise. Pay attention to what's in front of you. You will see things you had no idea were there. Pay attention to a strawberry on your plate of fruit. Pay attention to the face sitting opposite you at the table. Really pay attention, and you will be astonished because you'll see miracles. You'll see the holiness with that kind of focused awareness. So you pay attention. You're astonished. But what about that last part? Tell about it. How do we do that? I think it was St. Francis who was quoted as saying, preach the gospel, use words if necessary. And it was the Greek philosopher Epictetus who said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. In other words, transform your astonishment, your gratitude into action. Say thanks, give thanks, return thanks, express thanks in your life. Let it be in your life in everything that you do, because you will touch people in ways that you may never know. Because the experience of gratitude really does change us, and when we share it, when we bring it into the world, it changes the world. It overflows from our hearts, and it pours everywhere into everything that we do if we allow it. And that is how gratitude moves from the realm of thought and feeling into the world in action. So pay attention. Be astonished. Tell about it with your life. In a few minutes, we're all going to go next door and enjoy our wonderful, bountiful banquet. This is a wonderful time in the life of the spiritual community every year. We all look forward to it. The food is awesome. The company is great. It's also an opportunity for us to hold this community in gratitude and prayer. hold Lawrence and Bev in gratitude and prayer. They're the ones who formed this community. They're the ones who have given us, over the years, the spiritual foundation to be centered in God, an ever-increasing spiritual community of one. Those words sound familiar? If you've been here for a while, you know that's our vision statement. And our mission statement is to be a beacon of inspiration, abundance, and transformation. And it's because of the foundation that we have from our wonderful leaders that we are able to step into that every day, more and more. So I'm looking forward to breaking bread with all of you. And I just want to add my personal gratitude for this community, which I became a member of just this year. I don't just work here, I actually am a member. I have found so much love, so much support, I can't even say. I went through a difficult time personally when I lost my husband in February, and you all were there. So I love you all, and I'm so grateful, so very grateful to be part of all of you. So let's go over there and have a great time today. And if you're feeling maybe a little bit of, I don't know, something out of concern for Lawrence and for Bev, I will guarantee you that's not what they want. They are holding a vision of us over there having a party, and from what I hear, Unity of Pompano is pretty good at partying. So we're going to enjoy, we're going to be grateful, we're just going to let our gratitude flow. So I couldn't think of a better way to close this series on gratitude and to be here, get us in the mood for Bountiful Banquet and later this week for Thanksgiving, than by sharing a short video that I came across this week. I have watched it, I think, 10 times at least in the last 2 days, and every time it fills my heart. So I hope you just sit back and enjoy the gratitude.
You think this is just another day in your life? It's not just another day. It's the one day that is given to you. Today. It's a gift. It's the only gift that you have right now. And the only appropriate response is gratefulness. If you learn to respond as if it were the first day in your life and the very last day, then you will have spent this day very well. Begin by opening your eyes and be surprised that you have eyes you can open. That incredible array of colors that is constantly offered to us for pure enjoyment. Look at the sky. We so rarely look at the sky. We so rarely note how different it is from moment to moment with clouds coming and going. Open your eyes, look at that. Look at the faces of people whom you meet. Each one has an incredible story behind their face. Not only their own story, but the story of their ancestors. all that life from generations and from so many places all over the world flows together and meets you here like a life-giving water if you only open your heart and drink. Open your heart to the incredible gifts that civilization gives to us. You flip a switch and there is electric light. Turn a faucet and there is warm water and cold water and drinkable water. A gift that millions and millions in the world will never experience. And so I wish you that you will open your heart to all these blessings and let them flow through you. That everyone whom you will meet on this day will be blessed by you, just by your presence. Let the gratefulness overflow into blessing all around you. And then it will really be a good day.
So here is another way to turn our gratitude into action. If I could call our ushers forward. I like those instructions. Pay attention. Be astonished. Be astonished by the music that you get to hear here and the messages like the one Darby just delivered. And so if I can call our ushers forward and put up the blessing. Those are all the ways that you can support us here. I'm just going to move to the blessing. Next one. If you'll join me, with a grateful heart, I acknowledge God as source of all that is. Today I let go of any concern of lack and allow good to unfold in my life. God, mine, good and more good is mine. An ever-increasing good is mine. Everywhere I go, I see this good, I feel it, I experience it, I freely give it, and it multiplies itself around me. And so it is. Amen.
This is the song that says, "My God is so good to me." 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul, yeah, God is so good. Oh, feeling good down in my soul, yeah, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, yeah, God is so good. I said, God is so good to me. Ooh, in my time of trouble, I sing, God is so good. Hey, in my time of trouble, yeah, God is so good. In my time of trouble, I sing, God is so good. Well, my God is so good to me. Well, in all my triumph, I know God is so good. Oh, in all my triumph, I say, God is so good. Well, in all my triumph, I know God is so good. Well, my God is so good to me. Yeah. Oh, when the day is over, I'm singing, God is so good. Oh, when the day is over, I'm singing,
God is so good.
When the day is over, I'm singing,
God is so good.
Oh, my God is so good to me. I say, every day, in every way, God is so good. Oh, every day, in every way, God is so good. Yeah, when I get that praise and spirit,
God is so good.
oh, my God is so good to me. Oh, I said every day, in every way, God is so good. Oh, every day, in every way, yeah,
God is so good.
when I take the time to praise the Spirit,
God is so good.
oh, take the time to praise that Spirit.
God is so good.
When I take the time to praise the Spirit,
God is so good.
I say, my God is so good to me. Yeah. Well, I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
Oh, I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
I got up this morning singing.
God is so good.
My God is so, my God is so, yeah. My God is so good to me.
All right. Can I introduce our chaplains? Where are my fellow chaplains? If you could line the outside aisles, that would be great. Another way to put gratitude into action is to pray. And so our chaplains are here for you if you'd like to take an opportunity even to express some gratitude for someone or something that's going on in your life. They're here for you. And so when that's complete, we're going to now go through the prayer for protection. Ready? The light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We are the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
All right, this is the peace song that's different. It's not how you know it unless you've been here recently. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
There be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Ooh.
God bless you, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next door.
Forevermore.